What's up, guys? It's Guard Dog. This is my first video, so if you like it, your subscription would mean a lot to me. Okay, now that we know each other, let's get right into the video. So the question is For Honor worth the money to buy? In this video, I will hopefully clear things up for you and help you make that decision. For those of you that don't know, For Honor is a fighting game where you have the option to join one of three factions. These are the Vikings, the Knights, or the Samurai. You will then represent your faction in battle. When you win a match, you will be able to deploy war assets on a territory that will help your team to defend your faction's territory or to conquer another faction's territory. This game is unique because there are a few fighting games that are sword or axe combat, and those games are not as fun because of people who just button mash. For Honor, however, is different. In this game, you get to choose where and how you hit. Right, left, and top are the places where you can attack and block. You can also use block breaking moves and moves that grab, throw, or stun the other player. Now on to the pros. In my opinion, it's just really nice to see a game that is a player versus player that isn't a futuristic shooter game. Like, come on, aren't we all tired of that? The second pro that I have is that the characters balance out. What I mean by this is that all the characters have a character that is their weakness. So there really shouldn't be any overpowered character. This was a problem, however, in the beta because the Peacekeeper's supposed counter was not in the game because they only put 9 of the starting 12 characters in the game. When it comes down to it, it really doesn't matter about the level or armor/weapon level that your opponent has if you are much better than your opponent. This game is a game where skill is important because while higher levels are good, skill is much better. Being able to choose where to hit, how to block, parry, and use all of your special moves is very important in this game. The next pro is that every character has a male and female playable version. Another one is you can get environmental kills. I personally love this because fire will actually light you ablaze, and pushing people off cliffs is so much fun. This aspect of the game allows for great comebacks, and it makes sure that all players need to be aware of their surroundings. Because backing off a cliff sucks, and getting crushed by a gate is even worse. Also, there's a very in-depth customization in this game. You can fully customize your character's armor and weapons, while also customizing taunts and executions. Not to mention that you can unlock tattoos and color schemes as you level up your character. Speaking of executions, shortly after slaying an enemy, you can press square or triangle to perform a sick animation where you destroy the other warrior. Unlike in most games, this actually has a strategic advantage. They cannot be revived if they are executed. This is huge in games like Elimination and Brawl. Those are some of the things I liked about the game. Now, on to the concerns. The main concern is that in the beta, there are only 4 game modes. I never really got bored of the game, but I would also like more modes, such as King of the Hill or a hardpoint type game. But let's save that for a different video. One of many people's concerns is that they didn't know if you could play as a samurai if you chose the Viking faction. But you don't have to worry. You can play as any character regardless of the faction that you choose. Something that goes right along with that is if you are a samurai, you can play with your friend even if he's a Viking or a knight. Doesn't matter what faction they are, you can play with them. Another concern in the beta was that there was only 3 maps. This is not the case in the full game. There are many more. Well guys, this will do it for the video. And while I really like this game, only you know how you feel about it. I hope I helped you with your decision. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.